Good evening, everyone. So this episode of How to Make a Bot, I am going to be showing you something called a boxer. A request was sent to me by Gabe, and it was for this game. He told me that there is a spaceship and you can run around, and he needed to do what's called boxing. And here, I'll show you what it is. He requested that I do not release any of the source code or anything else like that until the program was done. So after I got everything finished, gave it back to him, I asked, can I make a video about this? And he said, yeah, go for it. So here we go. I've already got my script fired up here. And I'm just going to walk you through what we're actually doing. UI configuration, okay, that's fine. I'm going to pause it while it loads. Maybe. All right, and here we go. So as you can see, you're a little spaceship, and I'm not really sure of the point of the rest of the game, but what we were interested in are these little boxes. Like, I can go and travel around and just click this little box here. My guy goes and picks it up, and he gets bonuses. You received 5 MCB, 22, something like that. Right? So, that was the point of creating the bot. Sorry, really loud, isn't it? How do we turn off? I gotta pause it. Alright, there we go. I found the music. We're gonna turn up just a little bit so it's not too boring. Okay. Save. So, these little boxes, you can run around all day long and grab these things, picking them up. He asked that I make a bot that would scan around down here on the mini-map, and as it's traveling, pick up those boxes. So, what I did is I came up with a script that would loop through. It first started out at my resolution. And I thought, after I got everything programmed, this would work for anybody if you had to calibrate it first. So that's what I programmed it to do. And I'm just going to walk you through some of the code here. 3 basic elements that we need. We need to move systematically or randomly on the minimap. Systematically is what I went with. The next thing is you need to scan while moving. We need to pick up what we find. So those are the 3 things that went into this. Right here, first things first is, that's actually too small, isn't it? First things first is we set our hotkey, escape, and we call the function myExit. I can come all the way down here to the bottom, and you can see myExit function just ends the program. Next up, we have to set all of our variables. Right here is what I was setting everything to, and these were imaginary rectangles of where the top left-hand side of the screen was, the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and so forth, and the minimap as well, right here for the minimap. Instead, I decided to go with a calibration. The program will pop up and ask you, put your mouse to the top left-hand side of the most playable area. And what that means is, new connection, anywhere where there's not an interface. So right about here would not interfere with this interface and the top interface. And there's other interfaces that go along with this, but this is the top left-hand side. So I did top left-hand side here, bottom right-hand side right around here, top left-hand side of the mini-map over around in here, bottom right-hand side just outside the compound. So, come here. There we go. So we get the mouse pose, same thing right here. These were predefined. I changed it to a calibration. The colors, Endurium, what we're going to do is we're going to be searching for 2 different colors. The first color, we're just searching the whole play area. If we find that color, we're going to do a like a little stamp of that area. We're not looking for the whole screen anymore. We're just looking for that little area for a second color. If we find both colors in that same area, that means, hey, this is Uridium or Endurium. You need to click on it and pick that up. I did that for the blue little meteorites and then the boxes. I don't know what the boxes are called. So the first color is a pure white. The second one's like this dark orangey color. It was requested that I do it off the image search instead of the pixel search. The reason we can't do that is because it is a three-dimensional box that is continuously turning, and you can't match up that exact image. You might miss the frame that it looked the same. It might be bigger or smaller than it originally was, so it doesn't really work in this scenario. Shade variant, this is how much our color can be off by. So because I've got it set up to 20, that's within a 20 pixel range plus or minus the shade. So it's actually a pretty big area. You'll see it click at different places sometimes. Color search counter, I don't think I actually use that, but what I was using that for is if we're searching an area and it says, hey, I found the color, I found the color, I found the color, and it does it like 10 times, but we haven't picked it up yet, then let's go ahead and move on, set that counter back to 0, and keep going. I did the hunt counter, and what this is going to be is we're going to be searching that mini map, but as we're searching, give it about 10 to 20 times to search the area. That way we can continue to move before clicking the next, the hunt. So then right here what I did is head to the top left-hand side of the map. So our first area that we calibrate, go ahead and click on it, move it up there, give it about 10 seconds to travel to that area. So right now it's just sleeping. We haven't started our loop or anything. The current hunt point. What this is the area on the mini-map, and we're just going to set that to the, sorry, I'm actually backwards on screen. So pretend I'm the mini-map right here, right? We're going to get this point right up here wherever we clicked and set that as our starting point. Once everything's set and we're up there, we need to take this whole area right here and put it into a grid. Now I did a 5x5 grid. You can split this up right here and divide it by 10 by 10, 20 by 20. In fact, I commented 20 by 20. But these are going to be our steps. And in our loop, we're going to go, all right, from here to the very end of wherever I clicked, divide that by 5. And that'll click 5 times in between it. It splits it into a grid. On our loop, if we get past that endpoint, go ahead and plus it the y-axis and go back to the beginning. So we have it split 5 times like this. And that will run on a continuous loop, so we are searching systematically on that mini-map and continuously moving throughout the entire thing. Set hunting to true. This means we are searching for something. Right here, we start our infinite loop. First thing we do is we activate dark orbit, and we call search for color, uridium color 1, Indurium color 2. So if you look right here, I created a function that takes col 1, the first color, col 2, the second color. In our scanning area, first to see if there's anything here. So we set found to pixel search, screen 1 top left hand side, screen 2 top left hand side, sorry, over here, x and y coordinates, and then bottom coordinates, x, y, for our first color with a shade variant of whatever we set, 20. If not at error, what this means is if there's no error and found returns true, or found returns something, then we found the first color. Go ahead and set error to 0 because we got to search for that second color. Found, search pixels, found 0. So wherever we found that pixel, the x-axis minus 32 pixels, and the y-axis minus 32 pixels. And then for our next area of the search, it's going to be that found axis plus 32, plus 32, plus 32. So only search in a 64 by 64 square of that first spot that we found. And we're searching for the second color and the shade variant. If not at error, that means we found the color. Go ahead and click on it. click on that pixel. Found X, found Y. Click there quickly. Sleep for about 3 seconds and then call a recursive function for that same color. What this does is when you're doing a search for something and you've clicked on something, it has to move and go click there. So what we're going to do is once we've found it, we've clicked on it, and we've started to move towards it, if we've not picked it up yet, call it again, and it's going to search that exact same area. It will search the whole area, find it, search it again, find it. So this recursive keeps it inside the loop so we don't start moving again for our hunt. End if. And by the way, I actually found a bug where it was only searching like the top half. So I went ahead and did a second search going from bottom up. If you look, we did the first one where it's searching for the XY coordinates of screen 1, top left, and screen 2, which was the bottom, top left, bottom right. So on our bottom search, we reversed it where it's the bottom right to the top left. So it's a reverse search. Same thing, if you found it, go ahead and do it. So we're searching for Endurium 1, and then we do a search for color box 1. We sleep on each search for 250 milliseconds, which is a fourth of a second, and then we check. If we're hunting true, then our hunt counter equals hunt counter plus 1. All right, so this says we're hunting right now. Hunt counter, if it's 10, then we're going to set that to 0, and we're going to set our new spot on the minimap to click our next hunt area. If the current hunt point, 0, plus X steps, however many width it is bigger than the second minimap point X, then if the Y point plus Y steps is greater than the Y point of our minimap 2, then current point equals minimap 1. This says if we've already reached if I'm the minimap, we've already gone all the way left, and we've already gone all the way right, and we've already gone all the way down, then go ahead and set our point back to the beginning. If not, so else, we are going to set minimap X. So we've gone too far left. So we've gone too far left. We need to set our X back to 0 and set our Y down 1 Y steps. So increment the Y. If we've not reached the maximum X steps, then we're going to set the current point plus X steps. So we've not reached it yet. Go ahead and take our current position, add our steps. So this goes, oh, we've reached the end, 0 plus Y, 0 plus Y, 0 plus Y, all the way down to here, and it'll go, oh, my next position is going to be off my screen, off area, so go ahead and set it back to 0. So that's how we systematically split it up into a grid so we can move around and get some stuff done. I guess hunting's always true. I was going to set that to false whenever we found something, but I think the double search actually fixed that for us, the recursive search right there. So without further ado, this is the Dark Orbit boxing bot. Boxing bot? Here, let me put this over to the other side. So I already know I'm going to start up here at the top left. Oh, you can't see the minimap. Like, there we go. There's the minimap right down here. And I can actually move that out of my way a little bit, get a little bit more search area. So, all right, go over to my bot right here. And F5 pops up. We are calibrating. The way you calibrate is you're going to hit your space bar, and it's going to get the mouse position. It could be anywhere, mouse position. So top left-hand side right here, I'm going to hit space, bottom right-hand side, right about here, just outside the mini-map space. All right, for our mini-map, top left is going to be right here, and the bottom right is going to be right here. And off he goes. Oh, it looks like the... Warning. Uh-oh. Warning. That star is going to throw us off, isn't it? Warning. That star that's off there in the background, it has white and dark orange. So, let's escape, escape, escape. All right, F5. I'm going to do my search area right here and right here. And then for my mini-map, I'm actually going to keep it away from that star right there, or that sun. Right here and right here. So, this should get us away from the star. Nope, it's still going to be in there. Dang it. Maybe we need a different map. Come on. Oh, come on. Really? Escape, escape. Okay. Let's go back over F5. We're going to do top left, bottom right, and then I'm going to get way out of here. He's got to be way down there, doesn't he? It's a bad map. Okay, so right about there should be good. So switch back over. Top left-hand side of the map is going to be here. Bottom right-hand side here. And this is just for demo purposes. So currently it's waiting about 10 seconds to do the move. Shouldn't take too long. And then what you'll see is you'll see it start hunting. All right, right there. There was two colors that looked kind of like the your durium, the blue stuff. There we go. We moved. Now that box down there at the bottom, that's actually off of our scan area, so we're not searching down there. He moved again. Oh, there was a box. It'll search it again. There we go. Got one box. It'll find the other one. Got the second box. Nothing else to find. Recursive goes through. It says, okay, start counting your hunt again. You've reached your max. Click the next area. Oh, it found some of the colors inside the ships. Oh, we just missed it. We were going a little bit fast there. Oh, and it just disappeared. There we go. Oh, and I got a medal of some kind. Nice. It'll find it. Oh, no, it clicked on the ship instead. There's one. Ooh, okay, there's 4 boxes. One. Oh, it's going to find the top ones first. Warning. Warning. Oh. The ships have enough similar colors in their jet stream to make it think it was a box. That's okay. They stop and those colors go away, so there we go. And with everything done, he should start the hunt again. And off he goes. I call it a he. It could be a female pilot. There we go. So I know that was a really long explanation at the very beginning about how the code's put together, but I didn't have, well, I didn't record while I was making this program to respect his wishes. Thank you, by the way, to Gabe for sending me this request. It's working pretty well as far as I can tell. You might have other ways of making it better with your GUI. You could also add in command lines to pause and start. There's other stuff you can do. We could add in the ability to shoot at the red guys when health bar is up a certain level. As far as I can tell, the health bar stays at a specific XY coordinate. So what you could do is find that exact point, and one of the pixels at the bottom could be like your low health end. If it's still green, you're good. If it goes gray, that means return home. Same thing with the top. You need to go repair. Keep repairing until you get to a certain point. Anyhow, lots of different things you could do with this. When I first actually got this to run, I was pretty amazed. I was like, yes! Oh, he's picking up the red stuff. It must have the same colors as the box. Yeah, buddy, go get it. Go get that stuff. Oh, he's doing a good job. And he's off to the next hunt point. Oh, there it is. That's what the recursive does. He clicked on a spot, but it was just out of range when he moved to it, so it searched again, found the spot, clicked on the correct one. Next hunt point. Found a box. Come on, go get the box. Get the box. There you go. Now what's great about this is because it's got a constant moving factor in it, and because we are constantly clicking, we could say start this on a machine at the house, leave to go to work, leave to go to school, go to church, whatever you're doing at that particular point in time, and it would just sit and go around collecting. And I think as long as you're low enough level, like I am, the bots, these Sterners, these guys won't attack you as long as you don't attack them. And we didn't program any 1, 2, or 3, which is the keyboard commands to start firing, so we shouldn't have a problem. And off he goes to his next hunt point. So, my name is Heath Haskins, aka Code Primate, also known as the Hypnotist. I've got plenty of videos, lots of fun times. Keep your requests coming in, and I will do my best to try and bot whatever you need, or whatever you want to. Bye.